The moment a lot of you have been waiting for. I am back on the Plymouth. We got some bumpers and a couple other little things done. I hope you guys enjoy. Move some cars around, shall we? First things first, get the old Buick out of the way. It's been running pretty much flawlessly. The last few times I've had it out, it's been perfect. Of course, the weather's been chillier, so I've only had it out a couple times, but it's really had no issues getting around town, so I'm sure I'll have a couple more nice days before I gotta either put side windows in or put it away permanently. Stick it up here next to the pick-em-up truck. Get out and move this concrete block out of the way. There we go. All right, there's one. Always got something to do. We got some rain, that's good. Let's see. This is magnetic. Oh, yes. They're doing some tree work, and I think eventually they're going to come down here and do these trees along this row, so I'm going to park the cars that way anyway instead of back here. See if the van will start. Yep. Can't see out of the window, it's all wet. It's been a minute since we messed with this old Plymouth. I don't even remember exactly where I left off on it, honestly. Don't remember why I took the front clip back off. No clue. But I got some more parts for it. Me and my brother went all the way down to Kentucky. We got some good driver quality bumpers for it, which it needed pretty badly. Sitting for a bit. been sitting for a while. It ain't on hitting on all cylinders here. She'll warm up and come around. Can't see anything out of the windshield. It's all fogged over. And she's dead again. Forgot where you were. We are back in the shop with the old Plymouth. I know a lot of people have been waiting for that. Me too, actually. One good thing I got here is some nice inner fenders, and my brother went ahead and painted them up all beautiful. I don't know how they're going to clear as far as, you know, all the brakes and everything are concerned. I could see a little bit of a problem already. The alternator bracket is hitting the old battery box, which we don't need the old battery box since I put the battery on the firewall. I'm getting a shot here. So I'm just gonna notch that out a little bit with the cutoff disc. About right there, and then flat. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Well, that's in. That's got to come off a bit. I think, yeah. So that's in the way. Can't go all the way forward. We are getting closer. What's holding us back now? I might just cut the whole battery box off. We don't need any of it. And it's still hitting. It's hitting the radiator now. It should go up behind it, but don't think it's gonna. There we go. Trimmed. So that goes on the outside here. This is supposed to go up in here. Again, by myself, this is not very fun. I don't know what's stopping me. Oh, it's that whole corner brace down there I built. So this is all going to come out too. I knew I'd have to trim a bunch of this stuff, obviously. I don't know. It's hitting the control arm up here. We're hitting about this much of the upper control arm on this splash guard. Inner fender well, we'll get it. We can re-prettify this after it all fits up in the holes. I'll have to trim a lot more above the upper control arm too. So this hole right here holds the front of the inner fender in. So I think my new plan is to clean that out. I found a bolt that'll fit in it with a nice washer, built-in washer, like a fender washer built into it. I'll put one bolt in the front to kind of hold the inner fender to the core support. And then that'll give me the access and ability I need to kind of move things around and get the fender set in place, I think, and get some nuts and bolts figured out. That way, it'll kind of all hold itself together where I need it, and it'll be easier to work with. And I'll go ahead and tap out all the threads in the top of the inner fender well. That way I'll be able to completely bolt my front fenders in almost solid. I'll get those done. I got some metal work to do on the passenger side fender yet, you know, because I got those fender caps. I think that might have been the last thing I did. And maybe I took the fender caps off to, or took the fenders off to hook the steering back up maybe. I honestly don't remember. It's been so long. We'll just clean these threads up here so it fits together nice so I'm not struggling. And we'll get this inner fender well. We'll start getting it mounted, and then we'll get the other one brought in and see what needs to be trimmed out of that. But I'm pretty confident that we can get these inner fenders in, and hopefully maybe we can get the fenders hung back on today and maybe even test fit our driver quality bumpers. That would be cool. It's that one. Did I cut the threads on the wrong one? I did. I'm a bonehead. No, it's not that one either. That one can't line up. Can it? No. Not at all. So what does that go to then? Is it just to clear that? Maybe. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna change directions because I'm not in the mood to mess with these inner fenders and cut a bunch of pieces. I think it's gonna be easier for me to actually hang the fenders back on the car and then slide the inner fenders up underneath and see where they're supposed to lay, because I'm just guessing right now and I'm gonna end up cutting away too much and it's gonna be a whole puzzle to put it back together. I'd rather have the fender in place, even if I have to trim the inner fender up to fit up in there at the same time. At least I'll be able to set it where I need it and tack it back together and take it out and finish it. You know me, I'm all about stacking things together and making it look like a car and then taking it apart 700 times, but that's just sometimes how it goes. Being the way that I built it is quite the exception to most of the car rules. You know, all this stuff is a ton of fun when you're completely by yourself. I don't know if you guys knew that. We'll leave everything kind of fly by night here for a minute. We'll try to get this car put together halfway, and then we'll do all the finishing touches. So I got a bit left to do yet. So no sense in driving myself crazy, you know? I need to chill a bit. I got a few other things to do to the car that'll be fun, that don't require very much thinking at all. So let's do those. How's that for your ears? All right, now I have to cut this inner bracket out. They're just fiberglass bumper wings. Talking to the camera. That I got from Ace Rakes, who has his own Christine on TikTok and Facebook. There we go. It's looking way better now. Proper Plymouth bumper. Now I gotta cut my old bumper brackets off my old bumper to transfer them to the new bumper. Finally. Whew. All right, I'll do the rest of them and then come back. Hand tighten everything for now. There's one. Hand tight. Let's get the other one hand tight. All right. Bumper brackets are bolted on. Heck yeah. Now I need to go get it hung on the car. All right. I've got to hang these little roll pan things here real quick. I forgot. I put most of the car back together off screen. I have the hardware readily available, and then they were cutting down trees all weekend, so it was getting noisy. I couldn't film, so I grabbed the hardware. We could put this back together now real quick, and then we'll hang this front bumper. It shouldn't be too bad. There we go. Parts for the tempo and the boogie van. I got a heater core for the boogie van because it exploded. I got a belt tensioner for the tempo because I'm pretty sure it's the tensioner pulley. It's making it sound like it's spark knocks. And I got the upper and lower radiator hoses for it finally, because I put that off forever. Every time I drive it, I'm just picturing one of those hoses exploding. There we go. Something about that top clip didn't want to work. That's okay. There we go. How's that look? Let me go get that bumper. Let's fight this bumper on. Here, we'll get the tempo in the shot. Everybody loves the tempo, right? Let's get over farther. Look, we got the boogie van back there too. There we go. Oh. Okay, let's see. My other bumper fit great, but it was smashed to fit this car, so I can't see anything. There we go. Okay, there we go. We're on. I know I've got some tweaking to do, but we're just fitting things right now, just to see how stuff looks. And then they got little brackets to go. Something funky going on over here. With that fender. That's okay, we'll figure it all out. It's not gonna be perfect. Just need to come forward or something. Yeah, probably. Bumper, I think, needs to come maybe out of touch, because it's rubbing over here pretty bad. Well, the fender's not on all the way either. This one's okay. That one rubs. It's probably in the fender. Looks a lot better though. It's getting a lot more proper. I like it. Just needs a little work. Over here it fits pretty good. And then we get over here where this fender's all smashed down and it rubs, so it looks like the bottom of that fender needs to go in and the bumper might need to come over this way a touch. But whatever it is isn't too crazy. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's just some fitment issues, see? Yeah, and the bumper needs to come out on this side a touch. Like that. That's okay. It just needs to be bent out. In this. Yeah, once you get the, there's an extra brace that goes in here, a clip. Once I get that in there, it'll hold it out just fine. It'll look good. So, nothing to worry about. That's pretty good. All right, let's get some more of this stuff wrapped up. Let's go ahead and make it look more car-like and plop the hood on it. I just forgot where I've left off on this thing, so I kind of need to stack it all back together. Jar my memory a little bit. Remember what we were trying to do, because I don't remember any of it. Been a while, hasn't it? Oh, we're sitting on the, yeah, we're sitting on the bump stop. Okay, cool. That looks better, doesn't it? Looks like a whole car. Almost respectable. Now we got to get the rear bumper on. I got a couple other things for it too. Got some mirrors for the fenders and some new tail lights actually. Even though we repaired the old ones, we got some new ones. So we'll go ahead and get those on too, but I'll probably go ahead and get the car back inside maybe. I might just do it out here. It's pretty nice out right now. I'm enjoying the weather. Let's go ahead and try to put this mirror on. I might go ahead and put it where the old mirror was already on this car and not worry about how screen accurate the location is. We'll see though, just because it already has holes in the fender and they might line up good. But if they don't line up good, we'll do something else. They line up pretty good. So I think that's what I will do. Put this in first, and the mirror kind of slides onto that. Right? Yeah, it's got a little groove in it. I might have to cut a little more off. Well, not cut a little more off, but bring this up a touch more. So it locks in. This is the screw that came with it. Why does it seem too big? Yeah, hang on. No, it fits. All right, sorry. I've never done one of these before. I've done tons of these mirrors, but none exactly like this. There it went. There we go. It's probably not a bad location for it. So then I need to mark that and screw that in. Okay. I think we'll just leave it for now. That's not bad. Just make sure we get the right spot. I'll do it like that. Heck with it. Keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. That there. There we go. Get the little finish screw. There. A mirror. Not bad. Now I should measure it and put the other mirror on. It's gonna be a little tough though, because there's booger welds all over that one. Here, you want to see what it looks like? Not bad. Not where I would locate a mirror, but it's looking more proper all the time though. Let's see if we can get the other one on. Maybe. I gotta go grab the other one first. This side doesn't matter as much. If I don't put it in the exact same spot, it still needs a lot of welding and grinding. The whole car needs a lot of welding and grinding. I'm really just doing this kind of stuff for fun. Because like I said, I don't remember. Hang on a second. I don't remember where I left off. So, just what it is. You know? We're having fun. I got the other template over here still. So, if I go here, I know that is that. So it's a mirror's width away from itself. So it's about right here. And then the front is about dead even with the hood. So right about here is where it is. Without, you know, doing anything properly. You know me, I'm a fly by the seat of your pants kind of guy. There we go. I just did it with self-tappers. It's easier than getting two separate drill bits out. There we go. Put that stuff in there. And then we need our rubber pad, our gasket. We need our 2 screws here. Whoop. Easy. You know, that'll work. That will work. Put our other screw here, and we'll have 2 mirrors. Good stuff. There. Not bad, actually. If you can see out of them, I don't know. But they look good. Go ahead and grab my stuff, and we'll step back. We'll see how the car looks with mirrors on it. There we go. They're actually not too uneven, believe it or not. They look pretty good. I think that's a fine location. Car's looking cool. More and more pristine all the time. I like the weather. It's a good combination. Let's go ahead and thank the Shop Buddies channel members. I went ahead and wrote it on the nice Plymouth door because I was losing track on the other door. Plus, I'd like to get around to body working the other door at some point. So, we've got Bluegrass Rust and Revamps, Fubar Model Yard, George Faber, Mark Murphy, Junkyard Jabroni, Gen X Rising, Ben Johnson, Carl Coffrin, Terry Dooling, Craig Allen, Fried Pig Nipples, Morgan Lagai, Ken Hoggard, Greg Lagasse Sr., I think it was Lagasse, yeah, A Bloke, Robert Lepanto, Elmore, Martin Kiska, Josh Long, Chrissy Taylor, Joe Francis, Sly Guy 2000, S. Gillis, and Hell's Damned. I appreciate you guys. This is all your fault. Doesn't it look so much better on the beautiful red door? All organized and written nice. Oh, I gotta add one more. Before we forget. We can't forget. In memory of Josh Saunders. There we go. We got to put him up there in memoriam. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. I will see you in the next one. They're cutting down trees. I can't hear anything in here. I have headphones on. Still all I can hear is the cutting down of the trees.